Now we all want a good education for ourselves and for our families, but sometimes we need some help, especially in the US, where the cost of private schools can cost as much as a university. Joining me with how the Chinuch Yehudi Organization helped change their lives, 16-year-old student at the College Academy in Florida, Moshe Goren, and his father, Isaac. Hello, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for the invitation.
So how long were you in public school before making the change, and what made you change in the first place?
So at first, for the first 6 years, so from first grade to sixth grade, I was in public schools. And then I decided I wanted to embrace my Judaism in me. So I decided to go to a Jewish school, and it helped me a lot.
Also, it became available, the school, the Chinuch Yehudi, helped different families to get into a Jewish education, especially families where the kids had some antisemitism beforehand.
Mm-hmm. And Moshe, what do you think of your new school and community?
It's very nice. The campus is very big. I have a lot of breaks. I have a lot of time to myself. The homework is easy. The classes are good. Teachers are very nice.
Mm-hmm. And would you suggest others to follow your lead?
Absolutely.
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 Isaac, what about you? How has your life changed since Moshe moved to the College Academy?
It was very moving. I remember we were in Passover, Pesach, and reading the Haggadah around the table, and then we get to Moshe, and it was 6 months after he started school, and he started reading in Hebrew. So that was very moving for me, which he wasn't able to read Hebrew before. We love that the kids learn about halakha, they learn to pray, to laniach tefillin. So this is I think this is something that every Jew, every Israeli should have under their belt.
And I think it's a real problem. I mean, the price of education for Jewish people in America, especially now after those 2 harsh years of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, education is very expensive in private school. However, there are few scholarships that are made it possible for a lot of families, and that's kind of saving a lot of families and helping them to get into Jewish education.
Mm-hmm. And what help did you get from Chinuch Yehudi to make this move?
So you have a couple of different scholarships. One of them is Chinuch Yehudi. Also, the government is giving another scholarship, which make it possible for families to attend the school. But Chinuch Yehudi was the pushing through to bring, they actually started the whole thing. They started by bringing families together and helping them getting the Jewish education.
Mm-hmm. And can you elaborate a little bit? Yeah, we're with you.
What I'm saying is that they are pioneers. They had the thought, and they started with few families, kindergarten. And then from kindergarten, it was like for ages 2, 3, and 4. Then age 5, 6, 7, and then every year they opened more and more and more, and added more students, and got to a bigger campus.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned anti-Semitism, and we know that's a growing problem around the state, especially now after those 2 years of COVID. And how does this facilities of Chinuch Yehudi helps you fighting that?
It's making the kids safe. You want to send your kid to school, and you don't want them to be bullied by teachers and being exposed to anti-Semitism. One of the schools had the picture of Hitler on the wall, and when we asked the teacher what's that about? And she said, oh, he was a great leader. And so, of course, it took some fighting and contacting the governor in Florida, and they took the picture down. But it's prevalent.
Wow, that's really harsh to hear, especially for us in Israel, that those things are still happening there.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Well, it's good to hear that you're fighting back. Moshe, Isaac, best of luck for both of you. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
for having us.